Welcome everybody to the show, and to everybody who is smart enough to listen. Today, we are going to talk about a topic that is breaking my heart because I see it happening in families all across this country, and if you don't handle it correctly, it is going to destroy not just your parents' financial future, but your relationship with them as well. The title of today's class is, How to Help Your Parents Plan Their Retirement Without Overstepping. Now, if you are a baby boomer, or you are a Gen Zer, and you are sitting there watching your aging parents coast toward their late 70s or 80s, or maybe they are in their 60s and about to retire, I know what is going to happen inside your gut. You look at them and you start to panic. You start to worry. You ask yourself, do they have enough money? Are they going to run out of money? What happens if they get sick? What happens if they fall for one of these horrific financial scams that are targeting seniors left and right today? But then, the second wave of fear hits you. You think, if I ask them about their money, they are going to think I am being greedy. They are going to think I'm trying to control them. They are going to get defensive, lock down, and stop talking to me altogether. So what do? You do absolutely nothing. You stay silent. You pretend everything is fine until a crisis hits, until mom falls, or dad gets scammed, or the money runs out, and suddenly you are forced to step in when it is already too late. Listen to me. Silence is not love. Silence is a recipe for a financial disaster. You have got to understand the psychology of your parents. To you, you are just trying to help. You love them. You want them to be safe. But to them, their money represents their independence. It represents their pride. For 30, 40, 50 years, they were the providers. They were the ones who took care of you. The moment you walk into their living room and say, Mom, Dad, we need to talk about your budget, we need to look at your investments, what they hear is, you are old, you are incompetent, and you can no longer take care of yourself. Of course they get defensive. Of course they shut you out. You are coming at them with control instead of compassion. You are stepping across a line that triggers their ultimate fear, the fear of losing control over their own lives. So how do you cross this bridge without overstepping? How do you get them to open up their financial books to you so you can protect them, without making them feel like they are being put out to pasture? You change the entry point. You do not start by asking them how much money they have in their 401k, or their traditional IRAs, or if they have enough cash sitting in a high-yield savings account. You don't ask them for their numbers. Instead, you open the door by asking them about their wishes. You make it about your need for peace of mind, not their lack of planning. Ask them if they have these documents. If they say no, or if they don't know, this is your perfect opportunity to help without overstepping. You don't ask to see their net worth. You say, let me pay for an estate planner, or let me help you set up an online trust program so we can get these documents done together. You are providing a service, not invading their privacy. Now, let's talk about the big elephant in the room, the actual retirement income. Let's say you've managed to open the conversation, and you find out that your parents are struggling. Maybe they retired early at age 62 because they were tired, and they started taking their Social Security benefits right away, and now they are realizing that inflation is eating their purchasing power alive. This is where you have to practice tough love, but you apply it to the numbers, not to their emotions. If they are running low on cash, you need to look at their housing equity. For most seniors, their biggest asset is the bricks and mortar they live in. If they are sitting in a 4-bedroom house that is costing them a fortune in property taxes, insurance, and maintenance, you need to gently guide them toward downsizing. You tell them, Mom, Dad, this house served our family beautifully. But right now, this house is eating up your freedom. If we sell this house, downsize to a beautiful, manageable condo or a smaller home, we can free up $50, $100, or $200,000 in cash. That cash can go into a safe, intermediate-term treasury or a high-yield account, earning 5% risk-free, giving you an extra stream of income every single month so you can breathe easier. You make them see that downsizing isn't a loss of status, it is the acquisition of freedom. Debt is bondage, and that includes the debt of maintaining a home that is too big for their current financial reality. And what if they are targeted by these horrific financial scams? The phone calls from people pretending to be the IRS, or the emails claiming their bank account is locked? You protect them by setting up structural guardrails. You don't take away their checkbook. Instead, you offer to help them set up automated alerts on their accounts. You tell them, "Hey Dad, I set up an alert on my own bank account so that anytime a transaction over $500 happens, I get a text message. It saved me from fraud last month. Let's turn that feature on for your accounts too, and we can link it so I get a notification just as a second pair of eyes to protect your hard-earned money." You are framing it as a security shield, not a lack of trust in their judgment. Listen to me. Your parents spent a lifetime protecting you. Now, the roles are reversing, and it is your turn to protect them. But you cannot do it by being a dictator. You cannot do it by making them feel small. You do it by honoring their legacy, respecting their dignity, and coming to them with vulnerability. Start the conversation this week. Do not wait for an emergency room visit to find out where the insurance cards are. Do not wait for a scammer to drain their traditional IRA before you check in on their accounts. Approach them with love. Ask for their wishes. Secure the must-have documents. If you do this with true respect, you aren't overstepping, you are stepping up. And that is the greatest gift of love you can ever give to your parents.